Welcome back to Our Call on the Internet. Okay, so tonight at this vid by Spill session is called What Happened to the Dolan Twins? They're back. I didn't know they even left, to be honest. But yeah, I've been under a rock. I've heard of the Dolan Twins. No, never watched them, but I did hear about them. But yeah, whatever happened to them? They find out because I'm just curious, to be honest with you. That's the reason I'm here, just curious to kill the cats. I thought let me be lying, just pounce on here and see. So what happened to the Dolan Twins? But first, I want to get into distraction. Now, I remember when Lily Singh done a parody of Barbie Dreams and she brought up the Dolan Twins. She named up the Dolan Twins.
After a couple years off of social media, the Dolan Twins shocked fans yesterday when they returned back to Instagram to share what they've been up to recently. For the last couple of years, the twins have not been online and had completely abandoned their Instagram, YouTube, all of their social media accounts. Fans had been returning to old photos to comment here and there, wishing them well, hoping they were okay, and asking if they would possibly ever be returning. It's funny because I was recently talking about the twins with like two of my friends. They were just like, what's up with the Dolan twins? Like, are they even like around? Like, what's going on? It just like randomly came up, like, what on earth are they doing now? And do we think like they'll come back? So to see them all of a sudden after that conversation come back is definitely interesting timing. I wasn't sure that they would ever return to social media, as it seemed like they really wanted to step away from it after basically growing up online, and they just found it quite toxic towards the end there. They didn't really love the direction that social media was going, the things that were trending. It just didn't feel like how it felt.
I mean, I don't blame them leaving. The way the internet is nowadays, cancel culture, and also being on the internet for years upon years, eventually you do want to get away from it. But yeah. Let me continue.
When they first started, and it really turned them away from doing it entirely. But it looks like they're kind of back. In the last couple of times that they posted before seemingly leaving for good, you could tell their hearts just weren't in it anymore like it once was, and they didn't enjoy posting as much as they used to. And usually YouTubers post sort of a goodbye video, basically saying like, hey guys, I'm quitting, or this is my last video, something like that, talking about a break. But the twins really just fizzled out and stopped posting. And so their fans were always just kind of like, what's going on? Will they ever come back? They did speak out one time, I will say. A few years ago, they went on Jeanette McCurdy's podcast in an episode titled The Perils of Fame with Ethan and Grayson Dolan, and they talked about why they did decide to step away from YouTube. They hadn't been posting in about 6 months when they did this interview, and they really wanted to get into what it was like taking those steps back from social media, YouTube, Instagram, everything. And Grayson said that once they took this step back from social media, he became himself again for the first time since he was 14. He said that he's doing the things that he's interested in. He's not consumed by expensive things like he thought once were the key to happiness. Like, everything was changed once they stopped posting.
Yeah, I do feel like I entered like a time warp from, I think, 14 to like about 20 years old. And then I came out and I'm like, whoa, I'm Grayson again. I feel like myself, and I'm going to start exploring the things that truly matter to me. Like, I was doing the thing where I was getting expensive clothes and driving a cool car and things like that I thought, I think the whole time I was just trying to convince myself that that's what I truly wanted for myself. But it was really just so that you look cool. I could uphold this like famous reputation and like look cool for other people, but it didn't actually matter to me, and I didn't feel like myself sitting in that car.
They also talked about how social media changing really took a toll on them. They made content that wasn't really about their personal lives, and they didn't like sharing too much with people, but suddenly people were seeking out content like that, where people were vlogging and being more personal, and they felt like when they decided to try and make content like that, it just wasn't true to who they were, and they were still growing up, and they were only 20, figuring themselves out, and didn't want to be sharing as much as they felt they had to.
Yeah, then I feel like the ups and downs got a lot more drastic after like 2019, 2020. I mean, obviously when everyone was just stuck inside, not knowing what to do, and really just psychoanalyzing everyone and everything. And then there was so many fluctuations and like what was hot on social media, and we at that point really kind of tried to jump on the bandwagon and follow along. Just because like I wasn't sure if we were doing anything that was interesting enough for people to be watching, so I was like, okay, let's just do the interesting thing. So yeah, we definitely fell victim to that. We decided to like kind of blog everything in our entire lives, and you're, I guess, 20 years old and really trying to figure out who you are. It just wasn't the greatest time to be doing that, and it was just really humiliating. So we deleted everything.
Oh my god.
They deleted everything.
It was just like, I feel like social media progressively got more exploitative as time went on.
They talked about the fact
I agree
that
with
when
that.
they did try leaning into the juicier content, they kind of strayed away from who they were and did whatever social media was liking at the time. They felt a responsibility to put out good stuff, but they didn't feel like they were actually putting out good stuff because the stuff that they had on their channel and the stuff that was trendy and popular at the time to watch just wasn't them.
There was a point where you had to show everything. I think as some people started to push the envelope and talk about like
People could see people could do that stuff, right? If your heart's not in it, they can kind of see right through that. So yeah. See, I get where they're coming from. But yeah. Let me continue with it. It's making me not want to watch the videos now.
Relationships or failed friendships or just things that were really juicy and dramatic that people were like, oh, I want to, do this. As more and more people did that, the content that wasn't that became a little bit more boring and less edgy. So I guess we try to keep up, and we're not really those types of people. We don't really like drama, and we don't like to let people in too close in our lives.
They seem chill more than anything.
Like creating finding trustworthy people to have friendships with and everything like that. So I guess I'm like a pretty guarded person at first. And then I completely just strayed away from who I was and just did whatever social media wanted me to do.
At the time of the interview, they said that they were currently working on a project that they were keeping very private, but it was restoring a lot of joy for them in creativity and all of that. And they had been exploring new hobbies and really just trying to enjoy life. It really just seemed like the boys wanted time to grow and grow up away from the cameras, and they explained that they let public opinion influence a lot about them for so long that they really needed to step away for them to be able to grow up healthily. And the last time I ever really heard about them was in a TikTok I saw a couple months ago where someone spotted the twins in New York, and everyone was kind of freaking out about this. They were just like, oh my gosh, like this is the first like Dolan twin sighting
I can imagine this shit.
forever. Fans were going literally crazy in the comments. They just like couldn't believe that they were even getting this little crumb of the twins, since it really just was so long since the last time. But fans did not have to wait too much longer after this before they actually decided to come back to Instagram and post. This week, they returned with both of them having wiped pretty much their entire Instagram pages of all of their former posts.
Damn.
Ethan left up 2 posts on his Instagram, but Grayson wiped his entire page. And they both posted photos from a project that they have been working on. Ethan wrote, I made a short film called Nothing Left to Give with Grayson. Our incredible cast and crew made it possible. We're very grateful to be premiering at Holy Shorts Film Festival this August. Have a blessed day. Fans were freaking out in the comments and couldn't believe that they were actually seeing the twins post on social media. Grayson posted a similar caption writing, hey, wrote, directed, and other things, a short film with my best friend at Ethan Dolan. We're very grateful to be premiering at the Holy Shorts Film Festival in August. Our cast and crew are the reason this film is as special as it is to us. So I guess we'll just have to see if these two keep posting on social media to promote their short film. I'm sure that they will, and maybe they'll post a teaser on their YouTube channel. Who really knows what the future is going to hold for them, stating that I didn't even think that they were ever really going to be returning. So this is all quite the shocker, but fans were going nuts after seeing this, saying, I got the notif and I audibly gasped the shock I got when I saw this. I thought the notification was a glitch. War is over. No way. There is no way.
Not war is
the
over.
world is healing. Hopefully these two feel good knowing that they have been really missed by their fans, and their fans seem really eager to support their upcoming project. I think their truest fans are just excited to support anything that they are willing to put out. Before the Dolan twins really left the internet and took that break, they had a podcast, and on there they had talked about the fact that the content that they were putting out wasn't the stuff that they were passionate about, and people could kind of tell that through the screen, which is somewhat of what we were talking about earlier. But they had mentioned things like they want to film things like skateboarding, and they felt like they had a female audience, and and their female audience wouldn't care about the things that they were really interested in. And that was like the conflicting part of wanting to put stuff out there and then probably maybe not getting the views and then feeling bad about themselves and all of that. But I think that during their break, they've been able to focus on things that make them happy and realize that it doesn't really matter if they put it out and like no one watches it. They probably are just happy that they were able to create something and they were excited about it. And I think that their fans will shock them because they've been gone for so long that I think their fans are just ready to eat up anything that they put out. And so maybe they'll be surprised by the reaction, their fans support and all of that, because they do seem like really eager to support this short film that they're about to put out. I also wonder if this is the project that they were working on that they were keeping really close to their chest. They said at the time when they were doing the interview with Jeanette that they didn't even want to tell their mom about what they were working on because they were really just keeping it a big secret. So maybe they will talk more about it soon and how long this process has been to really produce this. But as of right now, that's what's going on with the Dolan twins. Let me know what you guys think about their random return in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
I mean, I like me a good comeback story, so yeah. That's my thoughts on that. They seem like really chill, cool dudes, but yeah, definitely. But honestly, it sounds like they got lost in the sauce, lost their way a bit, and they need to step away, and they pretty much come back. But yeah, I think you do need that sometimes, where you sort of go away, then you come back, creating the things you want to create. That's what I think about that. Yeah, I think I pretty much like one video there. I don't remember what video it was this age ago. But how long have they been away from YouTube for? Like 3 years? Oh wait, someone commented about their dad. Well, their dad passed away. Damn, I didn't know that. Sorry for your loss, guys. Oh god, I'm just looking around in the comments because I saw a comment about it. Someone commented, people tried to show up at their father's funeral. Their fandom was toxic as fuck. Thank God they left and got to return to normal boundaries. Oh, I didn't know that was happening. Like, as a fan of somebody, put yourself in that person's shoes. If you lost a parent and you had a funeral for them, and your fans started showing up at the funeral uninvited, you'd feel some type of way as well. You'd be like, this is overstepping. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like they also need time to heal as well. The Sister Squad. I never heard of the Sister Squad. I heard about the Vlog Squad, but not Sister Squad. Wait, is that James Charles Squad? Oh, okay. I don't know, but yeah. Interesting vid. Glad they're back to doing the things that they love and enjoy, because life's too short to not be doing so. And yeah, just have to watch the space and see. But yeah, interesting vid though. I'm team what makes people happy at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm about to head out. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post it if whenever I feel like it. I'll see you next one. Bye.